What's up? Whoa. What's up, YouTube? Happy Monday, family. Oh my goodness gracious. Good morning. I had to cut my cardio short because I had a 9 o'clock meeting and I wanted to pop on here because I got things to say. So first of all, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm super excited to be here because we are going to go deep. We're going to talk about some things. We are going to talk about life. And hello, bodied by T. For those of you guys just joining the broadcast, welcome. My name is Christine Haranik. I am the owner and founder of Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. I actually just finished phase 1, which is 14 days of my holiday shred. And today is phase 2. Can't believe I made it. And can't believe it, obviously. But it just feels good to feel good. And I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. You're working out too. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this morning, I made a post on Instagram and I'm super inspired right now. And the reason I'm super inspired, if you guys are just joining this broadcast, I do ask if you guys can please give it a thumbs up. It really helps your girl out here on the tube. So please give it a thumbs up. And I've been particularly inspired this morning, and I want to tell you why. A few days ago, story time. Hey, what's up, Charlotte O? And while we're doing story time, make sure you drink your water today, guys. I never drink enough water. Never say never. So story time. A few days ago, I called my mom. I just left the gym and I was feeling great. And I told her, I said, I feel like Gauge Girl again. And I hope you guys don't think this is weird, but it was so profound for me to say that I'm starting to feel like Gauge Girl again. And I know so many of you guys don't feel like you. How many of you guys are in a place where you just don't feel like yourself? Meaning, your clothes just aren't fitting right. You're not liking what it's looking like. Your energy's all jacked up. You haven't felt like yourself. Then you heard of a notification and you saw the title of this live. That is crazy, Pantera. And you're coming out of it slowly. Good for you. And when you don't feel like you, it is like one of the shittiest feelings because those clothes that don't fit anymore, your energy's jacked up and you're struggling to care. You're struggling to care because the version of you that gives a shit about life and cares about feeling good and cares about taking good care of yourself is just not there. Is anybody in this broadcast watching now live not feeling like you right now? And be honest. There is no right, wrong answer. That was you. You did lose the weight, but you feel the weight of the family responsibilities just weighing you down. I totally can relate to that, Charlotte. Anyone else just not feeling like you? Some days, appreciate the honesty. Has anyone been in a season of their life where you're not feeling like yourself? Where it's been a hot minute since you've felt like you. The reason I ask is the fact that I told my mom, you guys, I told her, I said, I feel like Gauge Girl again. Totally, you don't feel like yourself. It's like you're driving, but you don't know where you're going. Congratulations, Rachel, and B, that was deep. You feel like you're driving, but you don't know where you're going. That was crazy deep. And the season is about 6 months long and you're a personal trainer. Girl, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And what I want to tell you guys is this. You guys are going to think this is corny, but you know what? I'm not going to. So here's what I have to say. Keep taking time for yourself until you feel like you again. Let me repeat that, and I want you guys to keep this in your head all day. Keep taking time until you feel like you again. Keep taking time until you feel like you again. Keep taking time until you feel like you again. And you guys, Gauge Girl is my alter ego. And I'm not sure if you guys know that Beyonce has her alter ego, Sasha Fierce. Gauge Girl is my alter ego. And Gauge Girl can be your alter ego. She's been my alter ego over the years. She's the version of me that is strong. She's resilient. She's capable. She's resourceful. She's gracious towards herself. She's driven. She's smart. She's capable. She's positive. And she's the part of me that always finds a way. She's the best part of me that is a badass, but also remembers to be kind and empathetic towards herself. And the thing is, you guys, Gauge Girl is a vibe. It's not just a company. It's not just an online meal planning and coaching service. It's not just a meal plan. It's an entire vibe. It's not just a physical look. Exactly. It is about feeling strong and like you and capable again. It's about feeling positive again. It's about feeling confident again. It's about keep taking that time. Keep taking that time until you feel like you again, you guys. And for me to say I feel like Gauge Girl again, you guys, you've been struggling with thought patterns similar to yours. You thought you had an eating disorder. It scares you because you want to flourish and be healthy and never go back to that ever. Here's what I have to tell you, Pantera, Princessa. You start small. If you're in a deep funk, if anyone in here is in a deep, deep, deep funk, what you need to do is work on you first. And this is what I did, you guys, for September and October. I ate at maintenance calories for 2 months. And I didn't focus on fat loss. I just focused on prepping my foods and hitting those maintenance macros. And here's the reason why you want to do that. The reason why you want to do that is because, and for those of you with hormone issues, listen up. The reason why you want to focus on maintenance first is because if your energy's off, you most likely have nutrient deficiencies. If your hormones are off, you have nutrient deficiencies. And if you just jump into a shred, if you just jump into a caloric deficit, if you just jump into fat loss, you're not going to allow your body to heal. And you're not going to allow your mind to catch up. So for those of you who are at a place where you need easy, you need something doable, I tell you this, guys, slow it down. Slow it down and don't feel that immediate impatience to just plunge in. And the reason I say that, I'm reminding you guys, I gave myself 2 months. And for those 2 months, I was able to eat 230 carbs per day. My protein was moderate. My fats were, what were my fats? 60, 65. And that's what I needed to get to a point where I felt good and ready and healthy and strong to be able to handle a shred with confidence. So if you are struggling with disordered eating, following a meal plan doesn't mean you're in an extreme deficit. Following a meal plan just means you're giving yourself some guidance for how much to eat. You're giving yourself some structure for what foods you should be eating. And for those of you guys just joining, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube, sincerely, guys. So please hit that thumbs up button if you are able to. I know some of you guys may just be listening. It's like you're doing all the right things to be the best health and don't know what to expect at the end of the road. Don't know if that makes sense, especially if you're seeing no results. Well, if you're not seeing results, then there's a problem. Something's off. If you're not seeing results, something's off. If that's the case, I suggest schedule a consult. I'd be happy to help you. Or go custom or like hire me to be your coach. If you're doing all the right things and something's not adding up, there's something wrong. There is something wrong. Because let me tell you, my inner Gauge Girl always finds a way. And that's not just with me. It's my job as your coach, as your nutritionist. So when I'm feeling like Gauge Girl, you guys, that benefits you too. That means I'm going to help you find the way. and it may not be what you think, and you have to like throw away all the preconceived notions of what you think your journey is going to look like, of what you think is going to work. It may not be what you think. Does that make sense, guys? It may not be what you think. And a lot of you guys have to let go that control of what you think it's supposed to look like. A lot of you guys have to trust. And the thing is, guys, we are all a work in progress. We're all a work in progress. So any setback you have, remember, it's not final. You are a work in progress. And I hope that that gives you confidence today to know, you know what? You're working on it. And if you're working on it, that's all you can do. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? That's all you can do. And I appreciate that, Krista. If you're working on it, if you are putting forth the effort, that's all you can do right now. There is no point. There is no sense in beating yourself up. Who in here watching this is going through that senseless exercise of beating yourself up over nothing? Who's doing it? Who is going through that senseless exercise of beating themselves up, carrying every guilt? Hey, what's up, Felicia? Charlotte, Lisa. Ladies, do you know how impractical that is? You are carrying dead emotional weight. And you guys, you have full permission to release that. You understand what I'm saying? You can take it off of you because it is not helping you feel like you. You need to, it's a struggle to release it. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'll tell you why it's not a struggle, Lisa. A lot of us want to choose self-pity. A lot of us want to choose something to be emotional about, and a lot of us like to choose drama. Unfortunately, I've been there where I want to be in my feelings. I want to be mad. I want to be angry, and I don't want to let things go, as opposed to finding a solution. So do you want to stay mad and stew in that anger? Because that anger makes you feel justified, doesn't it? It gives you an excuse. That anger, that pity, that self-resentment, that self-deprecating behavior, it's a pass. Because you know what? You're down. You got a lot of shit going on. Poor you. Poor you, you effed up. Poor you. As opposed to somebody who says, you know what? I'm going to proactively solve this problem. Focusing your energy on feeling bad and pitying yourself and giving yourself a pass does not solve anything. So if you want to stay there and stay in that mental rut, you have to understand that it's like you're licking your wounds. It's like you want to feel bad for yourself. And I've been there. Guys, I've been there. I know what it likes to want to feel bad for yourself. You want pity. You want attention, even if it's negative attention. I've been there. I know what it feels like to just want to feel sorry for yourself and just to want somebody that you love or someone that you want to be like, you know what, I feel bad for you, you poor thing, blah, 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 blah. You know what, guys? No one cares. Honestly, nobody cares. And it sucks, but no one cares. And it's up to you. If you want to feel like you again, you guys, you are going to have to fight for it. You are not going to get that pass from me. You are not going to get that pass from your significant other. You're not going to get, you know what? And even if you vent with your girlfriends and stuff and like someone's like, you know, you got a lot going on. Like, and you know what? No one gives a shit. Unfortunately, I wish people did, but they don't. They don't. Everyone's worried about them dang self. Everyone's worried about themselves. So if you actually want to climb out of the rut that you are in and feel like yourself again, you're going to have to get over a lot of shit. Does that mean that you're perfect? Does that mean that you've got these problems solved and you're never going to face them again? No. But sometimes, you guys, when bad stuff happens, when you have devastating setbacks, when you cannot get out of your own way, you know what's going to happen? You know what you got to do? You got to get mad You got to get glad and you got to get over it. Because you can sit here and cry about it all day long, but it solves nothing. It solves nothing. And I wish I could tell you that that pity party would do something, but guys, does it actually make you feel better? If you gotta cry, you guys cry. You guys have seen me cry on these live things. If you gotta cry, cry. But the thing is, if you're gonna cry, cry to move forward. Cry through the pain. Cry to push forward. Don't cry and sit yourself in a rut. Don't sit yourself down and feel bad for yourself. If you're gonna cry, if you're gonna be experiencing that turmoil, experience it forward. Do you know what I'm saying? Experience it forward. If you're going to be in that place where you're fighting and it's hard and it's painful, experience the kind of pain that pushes you forward, not the kind of pain that just makes you feel even worse. Do you see what I'm saying? If you're going to cry, cry to keep going. If you're going to cry, cry because you're tired. If you're going to cry, cry because you're trying your hardest and you're doing the best that you can and that's all you got. Cry for that. But if you're going to sit there, do nothing, bitch and complain about why you are not where you want to be because you can't get out of your own way and you're convincing yourself you don't have the time, guys, you have the time. You got to make the time. You have the time. Who needed to hear that today? The time exists. The resources are there. You just don't want to get out of your own way. And you're not going to feel like you again until you start doing the work. So that being said, who wants to change the script in their mind today? Who wants to change the script in their mind today? All right, Lisa, that's it, girl. Anyone else? Who wants to change the script in their mind today? And the best thing I can tell you guys to do is keep taking that time for yourself. Keep getting your butt to the gym. Keep getting to the grocery store. Keep trying to eat healthy. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. If you're going to cry, cry because you're working your ass off. You don't feel like yourself? Janelle, I completely understand. You're doing cardio now. That's what's up, girl. And you know what, guys? And when I told my mom the other day, I said, I feel like Gage Girl again. You know why? Because I fought through the uncomfortable phase. That you guys know what I'm talking about. That uncomfortable phase in the beginning where you're impatient, where you're frustrated, where you're mad at yourself for letting yourself go. That phase in the beginning where it's not a routine yet. It's taking all of the extra energy. And welcome, Janelle. I'm so glad you're here. That time in the beginning of a routine where it is just so uncomfortable. You don't want to do it. You hate the way you look. You're angry, you're mad, you're frustrated, all of those things. And it's uncomfortable. And you would rather be doing a million other things, but you're like, ugh, that. Is anyone in that dread phase right now where you're doing it, but you're dreading it? Anyone in that dread phase where it's uncomfortable and you're trying, but it's just, oh, it's not coming natural to you. It is a lot of work. And Vanessa, appreciate the honesty, babe. Appreciate the honesty. If you are in that place where you just got a lot of dread going on, a lot of dread and just, ugh, going on, have you ever tried following a plan? Have you ever tried working with a coach? Have you ever had somebody there who's got your back? Somebody who's not going to let you slip? Someone who's going to keep you on your toes? Someone who's going to give you a reality check when you look at your progress and you feel like it's not good enough? And someone to be like, you know what, actually, you're doing a great job. Or you know what, actually, your progress is not where it needs to be right now. And we got to talk. What's going on? And I guarantee you, if you guys had that kind of courage, that kind of faith, that kind of belief in yourself where you invested in hiring somebody to help you, you for dang well will be sure you are going to get your goals. You are going to get your progress. You're going to get your results. Because why? You value it. You are showing yourself that you value yourself enough to get help. And is anyone in here stubborn? I'm a very stubborn person. I got a lot of struggles with my own stubbornness. And some of us like to think we could do it all ourselves. And I talked about this yesterday on my live. And I said, you know, sometimes we can be very stubborn. Sometimes we think we don't need help. I can do this myself. I can do this myself. I don't need help. I'll figure it out. Teresa, you know it. And guys, those of you who are saying, I got this, I'll do it by myself, you're stubborn as well. Dude, I'm stubborn too. But the thing is, if you were just seeing this about, I was just feeling this about myself and gaining so much weight on. And if you're like, you know what, I can do this myself, good luck with that. And I'm telling you, good luck with that. Some people can do it themselves. Most people need help. And there's nothing wrong with needing help. I feel like there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of ego that gets in the way when you could have done it yourself. And I see a lot of women, you think you're being a martyr by trying to do things yourself. How many of you do household chores by yourself that you wish other people in the household would help you out with, but you suck it up and you do it yourself? But part of you deep down resents it. Part of you deep down wishes other people would help. Part of you deep down wishes that you didn't have to be the only one to go to the grocery store, the only one to do the dishes, the only one to take the trash out, the only one to do the laundry, fold the laundry, put the laundry away, to pick things up. Come on, guys, you know what I'm talking about. And there's capable adults, capable people in your household who could really be helping yourself out, but you are too prideful, you are too stubborn, you got some ego going on, and you want to be the martyr because you want to say, you know what, I did it all by myself. And that gives you permission to be mad at other people. Or it gives you, guys, not asking for help. There's no trophy at the end of life if you did everything on your own. There's no trophy for that. There's no prize for that. And the problem is, a lot of you guys are missing out on a completely different quality of life. A lot of you guys are missing out on a different life quality experience because you refuse to invest in yourself. Could you do everything by your dang self and struggle and feel alone, feel isolated, feel angry, have doubts, have questions, be concerned, be a mess in your mind? Could you guys do that? Sure. Or could you have a better quality of life having someone to connect with, having somebody that you trust with the expertise to guide you, having someone that's going to keep it honest with you and tell you like it is? Because I tell you what, guys, I have some uncomfortable phone calls with my clients where I'm like, you know what? What's happening here? Because this is not progress. What's actually going on? And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to be like, look, you hired me to help you. What's actually going on? And so many people avoid getting help. And you know what, guys? The reasons you're falling off track, the real reasons you are falling off track are things deep inside of you that if you don't fix them, they're going to keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. And that's what's so beautiful about coaching, because it's so much more than just coaching. It's personal development. It's helping you feel like you again. Back to the message of this video. And maybe you've never experienced the best version of you. Maybe your inner gauge girl is in there and she wants to come out. And don't be afraid to find your inner gauge girl. And I like the word gauge. You know why I like the word gauge? A gauge is something that measures. A gauge is something that you dial in to adapt and adjust. Because we're always a work in progress, you guys. You never just arrive. We're always adjusting, we're always gauging, we're always tweaking, we're always flowing, we're always in this. You always need to have the ability to gauge and adjust. And because of that, no set of macros is, What's going to work for you in one stage of your life is not going to work for you in another stage of your life. And I feel like a lot of you keep going back to something that you did that worked before. And it may not be working anymore. So what needs to change? Your gauge girl is going to help you figure out how to change, help you figure out how to flow differently, help you figure out what habits, what behaviors, what negative mindsets, what things are stopping you. And what it is today, November 18th, 2019, may not be the same that it was last year, or it may not be the same thing that it was last month. And guys, stop avoiding your gauge girl. Stop avoiding her. Your gauge girl wants to help you change. Your inner gauge girl wants to adjust. Your inner gauge girl has every tool inside of you to adjust and tweak and flow into your next version. Do you see what I'm saying? That gauge allows you to change. And once you realize that there is a gauge girl inside of you that has everything she needs to tweak and adjust and move forward confidently. And what needs to be tweaked in you may not be the same that needs to be tweaked in somebody else. What needs to be tweaked in another person, what needs to be tweaked in another person, and it's okay. It's okay. So let me be your gauge girl to hold your hand and guide you through it. I don't know what needs to change in you, but what I do want to tell you guys, and I can assure you of this, that you deserve to feel like the best version of you. You deserve to feel like you again. And I know a lot of you guys are settling. And I know you don't want to settle, but I know you are. And you're paralyzed and you don't know how to get out of it. You don't know how to get out of it anymore. And you're sick and tired of doing it all by yourself. Who am I preaching to right now? Seriously, if I just spoke to you there, if you are sick of doing it by yourself, you are exhausted from life, you want to change, but you just don't even know what you need to do anymore. If that's you, I'd love to help you. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to support you in your journey. And I want to make you feel like you again. And I want you to find your inner gauge girl, ladies. So if you want to work together, shoot me a DM over on Instagram at Gauge Girl Training. I'd be happy to help you. I hope this message encouraged you guys today. I have a new video going live today shortly on my shred progress. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're still here in the room and you're engaged and you are watching, please give my video a thumbs up. It helps your girl out so much. So if you guys can please just hit that thumbs up button, it really helps me. So you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. I love you all so much and take care. Bye, guys.